Just a little jam, just
a little funk.
Yeah.
Little funk.
Little fun.
Welcome, I am Ryan, your host. This is episode 9 of Noise from Ryan's Basement. With me today is Mr. Justin Fowler, who does a lot of things. Tell us what you're doing right now. What's your exciting things that are happening?
Well, I've played in quite a few bands. Do a lot of reggae stuff. So, local Topeka band Soul Rebel and the Beast. I play with them. Having practice tonight, actually. And then I play with another reggae band from Kansas City, Zach Mufasa Band. They've done some touring. He's put out a couple albums, and I played on the last one. So that's pretty cool. I do some stuff that's in the works, upcoming stuff. Lost Wax is like a wedding band company, corporate gig band, and they have different subgroups, so they'll have different bands go out if they have calls for bands. So Dave Liston is putting together a band that we're rehearsing and putting that together so that they can package it and send it out there. So just be getting some gigs and making a little money. So
Word.
But,
and the Soul Rebel thing, that is a fairly recent thing, isn't
about
it?
a year and a half.
Okay.
A year.
It's weird because I didn't really hear about it.
Yeah.
And then I saw you like starting to do stuff with them, and I was like, I don't remember when that happened, but
that was last August, a little before August, so not quite a year and a half.
okay.
So it's been a little bit.
Yeah. And are they doing anything? Like...
We are talking about doing something in January, but we're not doing as much as I would like to do. Because that's one of my favorite bands to play with. Like, that was one of the bands, like you said, it's a more recent project, so it's growing up, or being in Topeka, when I got here, that was one of the first bands I went and listened to, so it was cool to be able to be asked to play with them and stuff. That's one of my favorites. So, but yeah. And then I do a solo project too, so since I stay in Wichita now, getting those musicians and stuff involved from my Wichita connections, which is working out pretty decent right now, so got some good stuff.
Yeah.
But
do you have anything that you can play for us that some grooves
some
you've been
solo
playing with lately?
Yeah. Yep. All right, this one's called Seattle.
Captivation from the time I started playing. Sound of silence and invitation to calm myself, gain clarity, brain activity, mental stimulation. Chatter as the first song begins. I'm already nervous from this new environment, cause any focus given to anything other than the music, I might lose it. And my heart's driven to deliver and give good tone. And by the end, it seemed from the silence they had lent their attention. My nerves never calmed completely, but still got a few inquiries about where's the next show. Do you two play before you go? Chelsea said no, but we'll be back though before you know we were gone. Cause this is a song about singing a song. Won't you help me sing along? Say, open your eyes. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Open they stayed closed the whole time. And I haven't been back since. Seattle, I hope I see you again. And if it's not soon, it will be then. Cause I know from progress I can go there and make progress. Plus I got a few local friends, help my name out. Jay Fowler's on the scene. Said I can help it grow, cause ain't no use in doing anything else. Whether it's your mind, body, or your soul, you gotta let the good be felt. Gotta let the good be felt. Hey, hey, said, open your eyes. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Inspiration comes from the greatest. Inspiration comes from the greatest. So if it didn't come, I don't know how I would make it. If it didn't come, how could I make it? Inspiration comes from the greatest. Inspiration comes from the greatest. If it didn't come, how could I make it? If it didn't come, I don't know how I would make it. How could I make it? Say, open your eyes. Don't know how I would make it. Open your eyes. Open eyes. Don't know how I would make it. Say, oh, open eyes.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. That was called Seattle.
Good shit. Good shit right there.
Thank you,
That's a
thank
good jam. I was like, man, I want to go play the drums. Like, get in on that.
Told you wanted to jam.
So that's going to be something that you're going to release by yourself eventually, right?
Yep. I got a couple people on there right now that kind of featured or whatever, but mostly doing a lot of the producing and stuff by myself and playing the instruments and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's a new process, but it's becoming a little more familiar. So like when I go and I get into a new track, I kind of have a layout of what I want to do. So, but it's good. I like it. It's awesome.
Other people don't know this. He and I have played together a few times, but we don't really know each other that well.
That's very true.
But I'm interested to know like how you got started in music and how long you've been doing it and all that.
So I started playing drums in 5th grade when they were like, you sign up for an instrument, you know.
Yeah.
Like, so I chose the saxophone and then the drums, and I ended up being on the drums. So.
Because like 12 other kids wanted to play saxophone.
Yeah,
and they
that
were
was like the cool instrument. Why was that the cool instrument?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Everybody wanted to be like
saxy.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but yeah, I ended up playing the drums and started playing kit in the 6th. Like I got a drum kit in the 6th grade and took to it fairly easily. Was playing in a band pretty quickly and then taking lessons and stuff. Then marching band. So, but growing up, my family's very musical too. So like, we would always go to Winfield. Like, I went to Winfield like when I was not even a year old. You know, like I was born on September 11th, and Winfield was the 3rd weekend. So it's like
they were like, yeah, he's old enough.
Yeah,
Let's
go. At Winfield, yeah. So
that's funny.
So I was exposed to music very early, and my parents are musical. My brother's playing bands and stuff. So, but then after I quit band when I graduated high school, I guess I stopped playing drums, and I played sports in college. So I went and I played football, and then like a week after I quit my junior year, so I didn't finish out the whole like my college career, but I was like, I need to do something, and I thought I'm gonna get a keyboard, so I went and bought a keyboard when I was 21 years old, and that's when I started playing keys, so I learned off of YouTube.
And that was what, probably 8 or 9 years ago now, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Because I met you pretty early on in that endeavor.
Jam sessions, probably.
Back when you had long hair.
Yeah.
And if I remember right, you always had a bandana, like
T-shirt sleeve.
Yeah.
Still a T-shirt sleeve. Right?
Yep. It's funny. Yeah.
Low maintenance, long hair, low maintenance.
Yeah. I can't grow hair anymore, so unfortunately, I just wear beanies everywhere now.
So you got that
That's
nice.
I make up for it with this. So.
So that's kind of my.
Yeah, that's
growing
cool.
up and then getting into
I mean,
keys
what kind
and
of
stuff.
music have you been into? I mean,
Yep.
even early on, people like you still listen to. You're like, oh man, I can always listen to these. You know.
Neo soul stuff was real, like R&B, neo soul. So like Music Soul Child, and D'Angelo, and the Roots. I had Roots album. My first CD ever was Keith Sweat. Down, baby, down, baby, down. Oh man.
Nice. Yeah.
But so I grew up listening to R&B and hip hop, and I started as I started playing live instruments and going to jam sessions and like meeting new people, I started to just expand. Like, I wouldn't know a Led Zeppelin song. Like, when I first started going to jam sessions, I wouldn't be able to tell you a Led Zeppelin song, you know?
Yeah.
And most people were like, what? I can't even be your friend anymore, you know? Like,
Yeah. You're like, I'm into shit way cooler than that, so.
yeah. It was like Pink Floyd. I'm like, is that Led Zeppelin? No. But Pink Floyd, that was one of the first ones that, like, that psychedelic, like, trippy, minor key, like, very, you know, groovy.
Yeah.
Like, you could sit and jam with it, you know.
Yeah.
So, but those type of bands I started getting into a little later. So, but it's been a process in my musical career, or like what I listen to too, and it kind of depends where I'm at, who I'm hanging out with, like that type of stuff. So,
do you have a vision for the future as far as what you want to do,
what
where you want to go?
I want to travel and play music, and I want to be able to play with whoever.
Yeah.
I want to be able to just sit in and
which I know you've done a
funk,
decent amount, which is cool.
Yeah, I've sat in with a band called Yard Squad, a reggae band from St. Louis, and I'm backed up Chuck Fenda, the Living Fire, which he's big in Jamaica, and
didn't you do a show locally where you played piano with
blues?
Yeah.
Geneva Magnus.
Yeah.
Yep. So she's like a Grammy Award winner, and like I went on a 5-day little Midwest run, and then before their other key player. Oh man, that was the first time I actually went out with a band that I was staying in my own hotel room. Like, I was get paid decently, you know, but I had to learn like 16 songs in like 3 days. And by the third or fourth show, I feel like I was doing pretty good, but it took a little bit to get, you know.
Did they whoop your ass a little bit?
No, they knew. Like, you can't. I mean, I was 20. I wasn't that much younger. I was 27 years old. But I mean, 16 songs in 3 days. You just don't have enough time to listen. You know, like you need that time. You need a month to listen to all that shit and really get it. You know, I mean, I could feel it, but it just didn't feel as good as I knew it could have been. You know, that was the thing. Like, it's probably sounded okay, but it wasn't what it could have been. So,
yeah.
And then another band, I had to learn like 16 tracks in 3 days, and that was a reggae band. Junior Reed is like in Black Uhuru and like a really big reggae artist, but his son, young JR, we backed up him, and it ended up that the show got. So I show up, and I got all these. No, the first day, like. The first rehearsal, I had like 3 days to learn all these tracks. I had to do horn lines and skanks. And at the time, I couldn't skank in my left hand, so I was doing all my horn lines in my left hand and all my skanks in my right hand. Which is, I got it to where I could do it, but it just, now I can do the other because of that. But the first day we got in there in rehearsal and they're like, oh shit. Like, what did
Who hired him?
Yeah.
Which one of you hired him?
Yeah.
You're fucking fired.
So then we're practicing with the artist, and he notices right away, you know, that I'm the weak link in the band, you know, because I just got, you know, all the material and all that stuff. So, but by the end of all the rehearsals, felt good. I thought I was going to play really good, ready to play with them, you know, get it done and all that stuff, and it starts pouring rain. Like the band before us got to play, but right when we started setting up on stage, it starts pouring rain, and I'm like, this may be a good thing. But I really did want to play with them, you know, but this may be a good thing. Like, but yeah, that was learning songs in a short amount of time is no fun.
Yeah.
Then I played with them again, and they gave me a month to learn the songs, a couple months, so went a lot better, you know. I'm playing with Taz Crew. He's a blues guy. He's playing Uncle Bo's in January, and cool. Suki hooked me up with jamming with him, so I'm going to play with him a couple shows and play some organ parts and stuff. So that's what I'm currently learning material that I'm having to learn instead of like create, you know.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
But raise your hands up, raise your glasses, feeling fantastic, now we toasting, celebrating what we got, no one can tell us we're not. Look at the party that's been started, said everyone's dancing, certain glances, I put my time on taking chances, making moves and advances, I always know where I'm standing, and it will always be your turn.
Yeah, that was good shit.
Thank you.
What are, you're excited for stuff coming up, and
Yeah, Wichita's been treating me good. Like, been working with my buddy Nathan Williams, and he's a trumpet player, piano player, whatever player. He's a really good musician, and he like plays that neo soul stuff that I grew up listening to. So it's like a really good fit. I can sing we do Erykah Badu and like all these different chord voicings over. He reharmonizes all these tracks, and I just sing over them. And
yeah,
so it's pretty cool. He works with the loop pedal too, so we kind of have 2 loop pedals going, and like it gets pretty cool.
Is it one of those things where you're just gonna write stuff and eventually you're gonna be like, well, I think I have enough to put this on an album?
Yeah, I have. So my album, right now, I have 8 or 9 tracks that I could lay down. I have about 4 that I'm like really focusing on right now. 1 that's mastered and like that's ready to go. So it's still probably gonna be. I'm still want to shoot for late spring, May, early June, for the album to come out, and my interface and my computer and my program,
That's all you need, man.
Right.
That's all you need.
Yep, it is. So that's coming along. So I think I'll get put some more time into it here in the next few months. That is really gonna put some progress on it. So yeah, it's a totally different feel. I'm trying to go concept with it too. So I know what I'm calling that one. It's the clown song.
All right.
So I kind of want to theme my album or have a concept to it. Circus. So
Okay.
it's so that one is the clown song. Make it comfortable to be me. I don't want anybody to look at me any different. I'm gonna have all this face paint or whatever, So it's kind of in that light, coming from that perspective.
Yeah.
So, but then there's I got the trapeze artists are gonna have like the love songs or the more lovey feel songs are gonna be that kind of relationship.
Yeah.
I got a ringmaster song, which is kind of dark actually, but
Good.
yeah, like,
you can't have light without darkness.
right. So it's gonna be a mix of light and dark, and like with the concept of the circus, the employees of the circus, the animals in the circus, the ringmaster of the circus, the audience of the circus,
Yeah.
like so. It's gonna have a little bit of idea construction on some of that stuff still, but I've got concepts for most of the songs, so, or at least animals or like that picked out for songs. So yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to show us, or?
Let's do one that I'll just loop live. This one's called "Oh Wait."
that you like me. I think that we can be each other equally. I like the way you move when you put on your groove, and how I act so smooth, but on that I have no clue. 'Cause baby, I've been waiting for your love. Baby, I've been waiting for your love. 'Cause baby, I will wait for your love. 'Cause baby, I will wait for your love. You know it's chemistry, and that eventually you'll be right here with me. KISSING. Now that you made your move, we've got nothing to prove. Hoping that everything's open so that no hearts are broken. 'Cause baby, I will wait for your love. 'Cause baby, I will wait for your love. 'Cause baby, I will wait for your love. 'Cause baby, so I will wait for your love. I will wait for your love. Baby, I will wait for your love. Baby, I will wait for your love. Baby, I will wait for your love. So I will wait for your love, baby. So I will wait for yours. So I will wait for your love. Thank you, thank you.
There's the trapeze artist right there, you know. A little love.
Yeah. Getting all up in that. Well, shit, fam. It was fun.
That was fun.
It's always fun. It's cool, the perspective of getting to have so many different people on that all play different kinds of music. I think we've had somebody from almost every genre of music on the show so far, which is really cool, and can't wait for more. So I just want to say before we wrap things up today that episode 10 is after this one. We don't know who it's going to be yet, but we're working on it. And we've got a special announcement to make along with episode 10, and you'll just have to wait for them to see it. Please go to our YouTube channel and like it so that you can see when we post new videos. And do you have a Facebook page for your music or
Facebook
anything?
page, Instagram, Facebook.
Word.
J Fowler.
We will have it all in the description box below, down here. So
I can do that too.
Down
there.
here, so y'all can clicky click. I think from your perspective, the subscribe button is there, and the description box is down there. So make it happen. We can't grow this thing unless we grow this thing. So yeah, that's an episode, and see you next time. Rock on.
Peace.